Greetings, AC family. So this week I wanted to try something a little different. I wasn't able to film a regular ant video like we usually do on this channel because I'm currently in Orlando, Florida for Animal Con, and you guys won't believe who I've managed to bring and make an appearance here on the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a very good friend of mine, Lights, Camera, Ants.
Thank you, Mikey, for bringing me here on the show. So what we're looking at here is a colony of Pseudomyrmex gracilis, the graceful twig ant.
Yes.
They're actually not native here to Florida. They're an invasive species, but have managed to become well established here in the Florida location.
Yeah, and okay, so this colony that you're seeing on the screen now is your colony. You actually just caught them.
Yes, yeah, I caught them out of a bush. It was a dead stick in the bush, and I decided to go ahead and crack it open. And so that I didn't injure the queen or any of the other workers, I decided to blow into the stick, and out they all just shot out.
Wow. So how did you, they were all just on the ground, brood and all, and they were scooped them up?
Yeah, they were all on the ground. And what I did, I put test tubes over them.
Okay.
And since they have really grippy feet, they just climbed straight up the test tube. And once I had about 4, I went ahead and capped it off. But I made sure to keep the queen in a separate test tube. That way I didn't accidentally lose her along with some of the workers.
Awesome. So there is a queen in here, and we'll get a glimpse of her in a bit. But for those of you who are new, this here... Oh, first of all, these 2 ants you see there... Oh, well, it's done now, but they were exchanging food mouth to mouth through trophallaxis. And there's the queen. This species is, like you said, it's called twig ant.
Pseudomyrmex gracilis.
Yeah, and it gets its common name because they live generally in hollowed twigs.
Correct.
Now, in this case, you caught a full colony, but if people were to just catch a queen, how would they go about founding a colony? Now, are these ants semi-claustral?
Yes. These ants are semi-claustral.
Yeah.
And as most of us know, they can't start their own colony just by themselves. They have to go out and forage for food. So what a twig ant queen would do is she'll have her nuptial flight, break off her wings, look for a hollow twig to nest in, and then once she finds, I guess, her favorite twig spot, she'll lay her eggs there and go ahead and look for food. It'll initially be for her, but once her larvae hatch, they're going to require a lot more protein, and so she'll go ahead and look for some caterpillars to go ahead and bring back to the nest.
Sweet. So caterpillars is one of their favorites.
Right.
You know, I find it amazing, these ants, because they look totally like my Tetraponera, which is another species of ant that also is called twig ant, but it's a totally different genus. There are 2 workers there you see on the screen. Trophallaxis once again. It looks like they're really well fed. Did you feed these ants recently?
Yeah, I gave them a nice drop of honey, and I mean, as you can see, they enjoyed it.
Wow. Yeah, no, these like I said, these ants totally remind me of Tetraponera. And it's really cool. It's an example of convergent evolution. 2 ants that aren't related, but are from different parts of the world, but look the same just simply because they share similar environments. Now, what you guys are seeing here is the barrier. So all that white stuff, that powder you see, that's what's keeping the ants in the setup. So currently, Lights, Camera, Ants is keeping this Pseudomyrmex colony in a test tube within a container, correct? And do you find this to be the best setup for them currently?
So, this is my first time actually keeping them, and this tubs and tubes setup, which it's commonly known as, seems to work good for them so far. Now, I've only had them for a few days, but the fact that the workers are still alive and doing well shows that they're thriving a decent amount in here.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing really well. There's also a lot of space for them to forage. Now, what else do you know about these ants in terms of diet?
Well, from what I've read, again, caterpillars seem to be their favorite thing, but they also tend to aphids.
Oh, cool. Great. So they're kind of like ant farmers as well.
Yeah. Drinking the honeydew from the aphids.
I'm actually going to feed these ants. I've already pre-mixed some sugar water, and I'm going to drop some at somewhere on this leaf that you've put here. And let's see if they'll drink. I do see a lot of repletes, so workers that are full with food from what you fed them before, but I'll just drop some sugar water right there. And let's see if the ants will take to it. So, while waiting for these ants to come drink, how did you get started? Was it on YouTube, TikTok? Because I found you on TikTok.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's how I got to know your content.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no. So originally, I did start on YouTube. It was just regular YouTube videos. I wasn't very consistent at all. Come 2020, we're all home. I decide, you know what? I want to go ahead and make a TikTok. It was me and a few other friends of mine, Ender Ants and Ants Manitoba. We all started together. I guess to make a long story short, I was the last one standing, and
Nice.
They went about doing their own things, but I continued to make ant videos, and it did a really good job.
That's awesome. I'm like super happy to see you succeed on all these platforms, and I think what you're doing is great for promoting the hobby, which is really, it's fantastic. Good to see. The more ant keepers. Oh, there's a worker. Are you gonna drink? No. Okay, rejected. As I was saying, the more ant keepers there are out there, the better. I think the ant keeping community is growing so much, and it's just, you know, every year it just gets bigger and bigger. It looks like the ants are not interested in our sugar water.
Yeah, I did give them a decent amount of honey, so I don't think they're that hungry for sugars.
Yeah, like I see a lot of the repletes in there, just full. See there, look at that. Look at those extended gasters, so well fed. That's really cool. So, for those who might be new to Lights, Camera, Ants, he is essentially an ant creator, would you say?
Yeah.
And what are your main platforms? Where can people find you?
Essentially everywhere, but I am mainly on TikTok and Instagram.
Cool, great. So guys, be sure to follow Lights, Camera, Ants and his awesome ant colonies, including this new one,
Yes.
the pseudomyrmex. That is great. They are so beautiful. And I mean, look at that replete. It is so full. One thing I notice about these pseudomyrmex is that they're very wasp-like. Do you find that too?
Yeah, when I first saw them, that's what kind of caught my eye. I didn't know if they were an ant or a wasp, but taking a closer look at it, I did see that they were in fact ants and underneath the genus Pseudomyrmex.
Yeah, it's really fascinating, especially the way they move their antennae. It's very wasp-like.
Yeah, and if you look really close to their eyes as well, they're like super huge, and they're actually
Right.
pretty vigilant ants. If you move your finger around the nest,
Oh, their
they'll-
vision is good.
Yeah.
Awesome. And just as clarification, guys, if you ever see these ants, don't pick them up because they do sting. But they seem like really dynamic and interesting ants to watch. Like, it doesn't look like you'd ever get
You
bored.
can't.
Where are they found generally?
I think it was originally South America.
Okay, oh, so these are introduced.
Yeah.
These are
Introduced slash
invasive.
invasive.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that. Yeah. Okay, interesting. They are fascinating. There is this one worker at the top there. If you look at that at the screen, it's got like a drop on its gaster. I think maybe it might have been injured, and it's kind of leaking. Like what? What is that?
That could
Do you
be
see
the-
that?
Yeah, that could be the case, or
Or-
it's just simply defecating.
Oh, it's trying to eliminate. Yeah, it's trying to poo or pee.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Wow. All right. Well, hey, listen, Lights, Camera, Ants. So thank you so much for guesting on the channel. Do you have any last words for your fans?
Honestly, man, I'm just glad to be here. This was awesome.
Cool. All right, AC family. So we'll catch you next week. I'll probably be in LA next week, and I have something very special for you guys next week. And again, I won't be home, but I think you guys will really enjoy next week's video. So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and join the ever-growing AC family. Bye, guys.